Hello and welcome to the Craft Lair. This is Teresa, Crafty Grams, and today is Monday. We are doing just a little bit of a batch make. I saw an idea, so I wanted to try it. Of course, I saw this on the Paper Outpost. Pam at the Paper Outpost. Paper Outpost did this. She said she got it somewhere else, but of course I don't recall um, where she said she got the idea from. But anyway, this is her twist, her take on it. So it's basically just it's three pockets, one, two, three, and then depending on how you put it down on the page, I suppose you could make it either um, another really tall pocket or a side tuck or something like that. Anyway, what you do with it after is up to you. Let's just make it. So we start with a half of a piece of 12 by 12 paper. So it's not even really a one page wonder, it's a half page wonder. So I have some 12 by 12 papers already cut down to 6 by 12. And basically, it's just, let me get these out of the way so they're not confusing me. Um, you fold it in half long ways, and double-sided, single-sided doesn't really matter because the only thing from the back side that's going to be showing is uh, is this little tab here. So anyway, let me see if I can actually fold this in half to get things going because apparently I'm struggling a little bit. I have cut or two of the pages that I cut are from directional paper, so I'm going to try to not have to address that today. I mean, it's Monday. Come on, y'all. So fold that down really well. And then from each end, you just fold in a little bit. I don't know how much. I just kind of guessed. And um, I use the folded edge as the straight line guide because this edge, depending on the thickness of your paper, of course, this edge is not going to be perfect. And, your folding skills, which mine are rubbish. Um, anyway, so this is actually, excuse me, this is fairly thin weight scrapbook paper from a paper pad. And so really it's fine for this. Normally you would think that you have to, you want some sturdier paper for pockets, but since um, since it's going to be folded on itself several times, it's fine. It's fine. So after you get these two folds in, I don't even think they're close to the same. Oh, they are close-ish to the same. Anyway, regardless, doesn't matter because they're not going to be like back to back. So then open the whole piece back up again and just take one of the rectangles from each end. Doesn't matter which one you take. You just take one from the opposite side on the other end, if that makes sense. I'll explain. It will become clear. And I really fouled that up. Let's see if I can do that a little bit nicer. My lefty self can't do anything straight. Okay, come on now. Plus shaky hands. We're just having all kinds of Monday issues. I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day yesterday. If that was your day to celebrate. Okay, so I cut off basically the left hand here. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to cut off the left hand here so it's opposite. Capiche? I'm going to cut off this one. So yeah, opposite. Okay, enough of the obvious lessons. So yeah, cut those off and hopefully do a little bit neater job than I'm doing. Okay, I'm not going to save these. Although right now my head is reeling with that because I could do so many things with it. Okay, so before we do much else, I'm going to ink because I did not do that until the end on that one. And there are places I wished I had inked before I glued it down. So I'm just going to start. I'll probably over ink now. Oh, yes, because we're going to tag these corners. So maybe do that. I'm going to go ahead and not fold it, but I'm going to meet these two at the where I folded each one, not so that they're even at the top, but so they're even at the folded place. And then I'm going to tag it. I'm going to tag it with my handy dandy template. Yes, I realize it's not going all the way to the top, but because I folded it works. It works. It works. Trust me, it works. Okay, so now I have to line them up again because a catastrophe. I'm lining this corner of the shoulder up with the top of the fold, if that makes any sense at all. I just, you know, just just tag them at the top, however you see fit, or don't, or don't. That's an option. Okay, so now before I glue anything down, I'm going to ink because it's trust me, I know this from experience. It's harder to do it after everything's glued. I mean, and again, if you don't ink, just just bear with me because I ink. It's it's kind of what I do. It's my thing. It's my jam. Oh, another thing I'm gonna do is put a thumb notch, and my preference is to use an oval. Again, personal preference, whether you do it or not, and how you do it. Just you do you, boo. All right. So now that all of that folderol is done, we shall continue inking. And again, if you have the white tab up there, just ink it. Just ink it. Forget it. Leave it as is. Whatever. I am very messily inking mine. Okay, but it's done. It's done. And so, yeah, that's that done. Let me ink inside of here. All of this is just optional, not necessary at all. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory why I'm doing that. And I'm going to ink this way, part of the way anyway. How many times can I say way? And then I'm going to ink on this side part of the way. So that when it's folded, it's inked all the way around. Now, let's get to gluing. I'm going to glue along this whole 12, well, not 12-inch side, but along this whole length. Get my glue glop. And I am not good at doing a straight line of glue, but that's passable. All right, so glue it down. That's the tube sock done. Excuse me, there is really a frog in my throat today. Okay, and then just arbitrarily, randomly fold it up. Now I'm going to check with my handy dandy journal page replica and make sure that I have room up here to put stuff in and out of. And fold it there. Burnish it down. And ink and glue again. Ink and glue. Now don't glue this whole back piece down because this is going to be a pocket. So you just glue on each side. That's it, just the 3 lines of glue. Not that we're huffing or anything, but 3 lines of glue. And bada bing, bada boom, you got a pocket, a triple pocket. A triple play pocket, seeing as it's baseball season. Go Braves. Okay. Oopsie. I thought I squished it down well enough. It wasn't going to do that. That's all right. Okay, and then just, stuff it. I just have some random tall skinny pieces here for my pre-made ephemera stash. Not that they match each other, but, hey, there we go. And then, of course, decorate the pocket. And boom. There you go. This would be a really good mass make, to do in sort of assembly line style. So let's see if we can do a couple like that. Fold them in half. That seems to be like one of the hardest parts for me is the folding in half. I mean, I thought I learned that decades ago, basically. But no, I'm having technical difficulty with the fold. Technical difficulty on the fold. Part of the assembly line, which is holding up the whole rest of the works. Okay, so that's one. And that one, it took me a while to figure out how to cut it even so that the lines would not be going vertically. Because it's Monday, okay? It's Monday. And thinking about things on Monday is not always easy. Oh my goodness, that's really, really caca. This is silly, guys. Why can't I fold? Yeah, I know. I'm probably trying to be too precise about it, but come on now. Half is half, right? Not that difficult. Apparently for me, it is that difficult. So we're just going to go with half-ish. Ooh, sorry about that. All right, now this is the one I don't want to think about how I'm going to fold the pocket up because it's always the dilemma. Which end do you want to be upright? I will try not to ever make that noise again. Okay, so if I do it this way, all that's going to be upside down. And if I do it this way, this, while being right side up, is mostly going to be covered. So I think I'm going to do it this way so that when this is folded up, it's right side up. Okay, that was a lot of words to say I'm just going to do it this way. And yeah, that's all of that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fold everything now. I just had to do that one. Go ahead and fold that pocket on that one so I could figure out which way I'm going to do it. Okay, it doesn't have to be folded yet. Just pretend I didn't do that. And of course, it doesn't matter whether you fold these bits towards each other or away from each other. It's just all of a thing, right? Because if you fold them this way, you can always fold them back the other way. Capiche? Capiche. So yeah, for Mother's Day, I got a bouquet of flowers for my oldest son, and his girlfriend made macaroons. Yeah, delicious. Delicious. So good. And pretty pink. They're really, really pretty. So, yeah. And of course, my grandson made me some, my grandson, my 2-year-old grandson, uh, his mom made me a, uh, you know, hand print art. Cute. All right, now we're going to open these up and cut the rectangles off. Let's see if I can do it a little more neatly this time. Now, of course, you can always just not fold these at all and leave the top part there. You know, like just fold them, don't fold them, and then tag the top pocket. But that would maybe limit the amount of pocket space you have. It might reduce the width of your actual pocket. So maybe if I can find one more piece of paper, I'll try that. Just to see what we get. Right, now I'm going to do the thing. Chamfer the corners. Yeah. How about that? Let me get my template on a leash here. I really do love it. It makes it so easy to find. Thank you, Cindy. Scrap Rat sent me that. She sent me the gift card and the badge reel to make my template out of. She also sent another large one, but that's not on the leash because hopefully it's too big to lose, for one thing, and I don't use it as often as I use this smaller one. Okay, so that's that done. I guess I could leave all those cuttings for when I'm finished. But why? What would be the fun of that? All right. Next. Well, it doesn't want to stay open because it's got the extra fold in it. Either go too far or not far enough. It's just the way the world is for me. Ooh. Tag it up. Tag it up. I have two different angles on this same card, and let me tell you, when I was making something off camera, I somehow or another managed to use each of the angles on the one piece that I was working on. That's like, seriously? Only I could do that. I was very glad I was not filming, because that would have been an episode of how not to do things. Okie dokie. Now, I'm going to go ahead and fold them all up like that. And again, I'm using the folded side, because we're pretending that's the straighter side, because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when I fold anything, even thin paper, it and we've all seen the struggles I've been having today. So if I have to, I will, if it's not something I think I can cover up with inking, then I will cut off a sliver down that side. But they all look fine to me. Right. So, speaking of inking, oh, nope, we're not at inking stage yet. Chill out, girl, chill out. We gotta make thumb holes, thumb notches, whatever we're gonna call them. Notches, because they're not really holes. I'm not making bowling balls here. One. Okay. Put that away. Get the trash once again. Now we can ink. Just go most of the way down, just to cover all bases. Okay. Start with the flap. Let's do the back flap. This one is very thin. I thought they were all from the same paper pad. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because this one seems to be thinner than the others. But again, it'll be fine once it's folded up on itself. inked up. One more. All right, let's start the gluing. Sorry, gosh. Calamity going on up here. I need this. All right. Wow, that's a really horrible straight line. It's horrible curved line. Definitely irregular line. Oh, just tore my napkin. Not bad, man. Or whatever this is. Paper towel. It's paper towel. Okay. All these things are squeaking, squealing and complaining. The springs are squeaking. Kind of like my joints. Yeah, this humid pre-rain weather is not my friend. Not my friend at all. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to change out my glue paper. Alright, last one. Squeeze. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but it's protesting. Tuna does not want to be busy today. Too bad, girl. I got lots of plans for today. All right. So there we go. We have made 4. Yep, made 4. And this is the one I did before. So just put some ready-made ephemera in there. These, okay, are not made into anything yet, but it's just a matter of doing the corners, chamfering the corners. Now that I've learned that word again for the bazillionth time, I'm trying very hard to use it so I don't forget it. Use it or lose it. Like they say, oh, well, I I didn't bring nearly enough stuff to stuff. Yep, those are cute. I like them very much. I hope y'all enjoyed this little project and try it for yourself and let me know if you have made them or if you will make them. So, also let me know whatever project you're working on. I'm always interested to know what you're doing while you're watching. So, happy Monday, y'all. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see y'all on Wednesday. Bye.